Assab. One name, one port, and one storm that could ignite the Horn of Africa. Ethiopia has spoken. We will take it. But is this ambition destiny or a march toward disaster? Way good, fan. Welcome to Semonigna Spotlight, your front row seat to the Horn of Africa's most explosive stories. Tonight, we dive into Ethiopia's boldest gamble in decades, the claim to Assab, a port that could decide the future of the Red Sea and the balance of power in the Horn. From new drone armies to a reborn navy, from fiery speeches to military drills, Ethiopia is no longer whispering about Assab. It's declaring it, loudly. So buckle up, because this is not just about one port. It's about history, ambition, and a showdown that could redraw the map of the Horn of Africa. For months, whispers have been turning into speeches, and speeches into battle orders. Now, Ethiopia's message is unmissable. Assab is ours. We will take it. This week, Addis Ababa doubled down on that claim with a storm of military signals. The government unveiled a new domestic drone manufacturing program, proof that the skies above the Horn will not be left to foreign suppliers. The Navy, once dismantled and written into history books, is being resurrected. A central command headquarters in Addis Ababa has been inaugurated, while Bishoftu now hosts Ethiopia's Naval Training Academy. At the heart of these ceremonies, Field Marshal Birhanu Jula stood tall before rows of fresh recruits and veterans. His voice, sharp as the steel of a drawn blade, carried one final order. Be ready. From this day forward, he declared, every sailor, every commander must be prepared. After 33 years of silence, Ethiopia's navy is back. Your mission is clear. Be ready to hold the sea when the moment comes. And then, his words shifted from command to prophecy. Our new headquarters, this proud fortress, proves that our reforms are real, that Ethiopia has the discipline, the vision, and the will to safeguard her national interests. Never again shall Ethiopia be locked out of the Red Sea. The drone infantry, a new pillar of defense. But it is not only sailors and soldiers Ethiopia is preparing. A new force has quietly risen, the drone infantry. This branch is a game changer. Designed to operate alongside Ethiopia's army, air force, and navy, its unique mission is clear. Deploy UAVs for surveillance, targeted strikes, and, perhaps one day, swarm operations. Ethiopia's drone infantry fields an arsenal ranging from reconnaissance models to combat UAVs, and, according to some reports, loitering munitions, suicide drones that detonate on impact. Aero Abe, the crown jewel of Ethiopia's drone industry, produces drones capable of destroying enemy groups before self-destructing. Even more alarming, reports point to the development of first-person infantry killer drones. Reconnaissance drones, weighing 10 to 50 kilograms, with 3 to 5 meter wingspans, sweep the battlefield using AI navigation, feeding real-time intelligence to commanders. Combat drones, inspired by Iran's Shahed 136 or China's Sunflower 200, carry warheads between 10 and 40 kilograms, powerful enough to shred tanks, obliterate bunkers, or silence command posts from 200 to 500 kilometers away. Launched from mobile rail systems on trucks or portable platforms, these UAVs vanish into Ethiopia's rugged terrain, appearing only when the strike comes. Each costs between $5,000 and $20,000, a fraction of a missile. And with carbon fiber and composite frames, they are cheap enough to be expendable. The drone infantry itself mirrors special operations units, small, agile teams deploying UAVs from forward bases, coordinating with the Air Force for cover and the Army for ground assaults. With AI, anti-jamming tech, and swarming capabilities under development, Ethiopia is building a drone corps designed to outlast, overwhelm, and outsmart any adversary. Production capacity, building a drone arsenal. How many drones can Ethiopia field? Official numbers are classified, but insiders suggest a staggering figure. Abe and allied factories reportedly produce 400 drones every week, over 20,000 annually. Even conservative estimates put production between 5,000 and 10,000 a year, enough to equip an entire drone infantry with swarms of UAVs. Assembly lines at Abe, shown in the African Hub expose, reveal an industrial base few thought Ethiopia possessed. Skywing, another facility, focuses on dual-use platforms, balancing civilian applications with military readiness. And then, there's the China connection. A 2024 deal secured CH-7 stealth drones and joint manufacturing rights, giving Ethiopian engineers the ability to reverse engineer and adapt cutting-edge designs for local use. This scale of production positions the drone infantry not just as a support force, but as a cornerstone of Ethiopia's defense doctrine. Prime Minister Abiy himself hinted at another ambition: exporting drones to African allies. If successful, Ethiopia will not only defend itself with UAVs, but also reshape Africa's entire arms market. History returns. It has been more than 3 decades since Ethiopia's last navy was dissolved. Born in 1948 as the Imperial Ethiopian Navy, its bases once stretched from Massawa to Assab, from Asmara to the Dahlak Islands. Ethiopian officers trained in Norway, Britain, Italy, the United States, and the Soviet Union. Ethiopia was a seafaring power, until Eritrea's independence cut the country off from its 1,000-kilometer Red Sea coastline. With Eritrea's secession, Ethiopia was left landlocked, forced to rely on Djibouti's ports. That reliance has lasted to this day, binding Africa's second most populous country of more than 120 million to a single coastal lifeline. Out of 44 landlocked states in the world, Ethiopia is unique. Landlocked, but pressed against the sea, denied access by history, politics, and power. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has not shied away from this reality. Touring military bases, standing before pilots, soldiers, and engineers, his voice hardened. We do not seek war. We do not wish for bloodshed. But if conflict is forced upon us, if we are cornered, we will not hesitate. If we touch Assab, we will not retreat. His message was twofold. First, Ethiopia will not initiate aggression. Second, Ethiopia is ready to defend its claim, militarily if necessary. The reborn Navy, the expanded Air Force, and now the drone infantry all point to a single doctrine: Ethiopia will not be denied the sea. The military chorus. Abiy is not speaking alone. Top generals are amplifying his message. Brigadier General Bolti Tadesse, commander of the Defense War College, gave an interview that sent shockwaves across the region. Our eyes are on the Red Sea, but our hearts, they are on Assab. We, Ethiopians, have endured great trials. We have crossed mountains of fire. We have built the grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam against all odds. And as we change the course of the Nile, we will change the fate of Assab. His words drew a deliberate parallel. If Ethiopians could tame the waters of the Nile with the GERD, then seizing Assab is not just possible, it is destiny. And there you have it, fan. Ethiopia is not just preparing for the future, it's rewriting it. With drones rolling off assembly lines, a navy rising from the ashes, and leaders vowing never to retreat, the road to Assab is no longer a question of if, but when. But here's the question for you. Will Ethiopia's gamble secure its place on the Red Sea, or drag the horn into its next great war? This has been Semonigna Spotlight, bringing you the pulse of the horn, raw and unfiltered. If you found this story as explosive as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you never miss the next storm on the horizon. Because here in the Horn, history doesn't wait, and neither should you.